What's going on, everyone? Can you hear me? Can you see me? My phone is bordering here, so let me try to. All right, I got to charge. Give me one moment. Can people hear me out there? Put a one in the chat, please. All right, I guess there's just a big delay going on. Everything is delayed on my end here. So give me a moment to figure some things out. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Okay. All right. I think we're in business. So basically, this is going to promote my Whatnot show. Let me make sure I'm coming through loud and clear over here. This is going to promote my Whatnot show. Let me make. All right. Good deal. Good deal. And I'm going to put my link in the chat. It is in the description. I'm going to show you guys some of the books that I'm going to, that I've been putting up, a variety of material. I'll give you guys a chance to look around the shop. If you see something you want me to put up for auction, as long as it ain't a huge ticket item, I'll put it up. And I had wanted to test the service over in my new building, but I got on a call with a couple buddies, Kent being one of them there. And so I kind of lost track of time a little bit, and I couldn't huff it over there. But give me one moment. I'm going to get some of my books to show you guys of what I'm putting up, and then I'll take you on a little tour. Let me find my Whatnot link and put it in the chat. I'm sorry I'm running a little behind. Here it is. And I'm going to drop this in the chat. I hope everybody is doing well out there. Let me see. I got to get I'm just not too good with these computers. You would think at this point I would be better at it, but I'm still kind of on the spectrum when it comes to computers. So let me see here. And if there's any particular subject matter that you guys would like me to run at auction, let me know in the chat, and I'll take you through to those sections if I can, and we'll put those books up. But I got to drop a link here. That's what they call it. They say just drop a link. So unbelievable. There's supposed to be an invite link. Kent, if you're still watching, is there an invite link you could find? Now I'm getting sweating. All right, here we go. Here we go. Give me one moment, guys. I'm going to share the show so that you guys know what I'm talking about for those unfamiliar. And I'm going to put it right in the chat here for you. Okay, so there you go. If you sign up through that link, Whatnot gives you $15 free to play with at the auction, and yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So let me get you guys some books. I'll show you kind of what I'm beginning to put up. I have some right here. So I figured I would put up. I have a packet of different Black Sambo books. See how that goes. I'll show you them. There's one of them, and this is all in a lot. There's another one, and this one's a little bit battered, but that's going in there too. And then I'll add in some different postcards and whatnot for good old Black Sambo. I have some. Let me see. Here's a book that I was gonna put in. Actually, two books. So Ralph Epperson, who you guys have heard on my little conspiracy talk, I'm going to be putting his books in. These are both signed, New World Order and Conspiracy Against Christianity, Masonry. And I figure I do add-ons, like I'll throw in None Dare Call It Conspiracy by Gary Allen, and maybe a couple other Gary Allen books, just to kind of sweeten the pot for you guys and see if you like that. I also had a nice If you guys like Easton Press out there, I was going to put some Easton Press into the show as well. And this is one, the Malachia Tapestry. Very nice binding. Let me see here. I'll show you the title page. Right there, collector's edition. So I actually took that off of eBay. I think I listed it for like $80. So to any collector out there, fantasy book. So again, going on a big variety. Our Fate in the Zodiac, 1900 publication. Let's see this. So quite a variety. If you give me a minute, I'm gonna go to the back and pull up more books. I know I should have been better prepared, but I was chatting with some buddies, and like I said, one thing led to another. One of them was looking for Japanese bondage books, so I'm gonna have to do some digging for those. Real peculiar taste. I won't tell you who was looking for him. He's a name now in the book world. Give me 1 minute, folks. So here's a couple more that I was going to show, that I was going to put up for auction. Like we have a brand new sealed set, Who's Who in the Classical World, Greek and Roman world. Very nice set, still wrapped. I put up a copy of the Necronomicon. Billy Sunday, give him a shot. The Rosicrucian Cosmo Conception, right there. That's a 22nd printing. Got a book on mushrooms. Nice early book on mushrooms there. And this one's really cool. The Bible Gallery by Gustave Doré, illustrated. So let me see if I can show you a couple illustrations here, guys. But I'm sure most of you are familiar with Doré, and everything is $1 start. So, I mean, you might end up with the book for $10. I mean, so, and that's not even your own money if you get it for $10. It's Whatnot's money. So, basically, the reason why I'm getting on Whatnot and just giving it a shot is because I do think that live auctioning off your items is definitely going to take or could potentially take precedence on a lot more so than some of these other sites. I'm actually quite surprised that eBay hasn't started it on their platform. I think they're kind of late to the game. I think I may have mentioned before, it was one of my main reasons early on in starting YouTube was to sell books through YouTube. Now it's morphed into something, it's expanded and become a little bit of something more than that. And maybe I could still do a show on YouTube, but I figure why reinvent the wheel when there's a platform set up for it? And I'm putting together a lot of allotments of books as well, like Civil War lots, World War II book lots. So it'll be really interesting. I don't know how to feel about the platform yet, but I think that there could be a lot of potential upside to it. And we'll see. It all depends on the content you put up and the participation. So if people aren't feeling it, they're not feeling it. But I think I should at least give it a try. In the book business, it's kind of like, I think that if you stay too stagnant, you're gonna die and get left behind. So I'm always a fan, as long as I'm not being stretched too far, of trying to implement a couple other avenues into the business and see if it can produce at the end of the day. So, but nothing happens overnight, generally speaking. So I'm willing to put in a little bit of time into this and give it a legitimate trial run. So we're going to see how it goes. But anyways, if you guys haven't signed up, I put the link in the chat to the Whatnot that I'm starting on, and I encourage you guys to sign up. I don't think it takes it takes much. And what I figured I would also do through it is, say if I have material sitting for a while, why not, if it's sat for a year, delist it and run it at an auction, or put an allotment together at an auction. Now, I could do that through eBay too, and maybe I will with some things. I don't necessarily think there's any right or wrong way to do this, but what's gonna be worth the most bang for your buck in the most time, basically. So I'm gonna figure it out, but I think it'll be okay. It'll either work or I'll learn something. So let me just make sure my phone is charging. Okay. So with that being said, I don't know if anybody out there has particular interests in genres, or if any of you out there are even going to participate. But if you'd like, I could show you some titles that I was also thinking of putting up, and if you have interest in them, maybe you get them for a steal. So, and I lose my shirt. But anyways, let me pull some Easton Press titles, see what you guys think, and we'll go from there. So one moment. I have a very big family Bible that I just put up as well. I might as well show you. So here you go. So it's quite a variety of different things. And what I'll do is, on the spot, during the live stream, I'll be taking you through the book. I'm not going to exhaust the stream with individual titles, but I'll take you through the condition a little bit and talk about the book briefly. Put it up for like a 20-second bid and start firing away if you want the book. So, and I believe the more you buy, if the more weight accumulates, I think, even I could be wrong about this, but I do think that they begin to offer you free shipping, actually. So I could be wrong. Kent would know better if he's still in the chat. But let me grab some Easton Press books, and we'll see what we got going on. So here's a hefty pile for you guys. So if anybody out there, if you have any interest in the Arabian Nights right there, that's a beautiful Easton Press title. I currently have this up for $70, collector's edition. If that's something you would like to see, let me know. The auction is this Friday at 7 p.m. And for any sale that I make over $50, I'll take a shot of whiskey. How's that? Don Quixote. Let's see. A couple guys do really well with these Eastern Press editions. So I figure, well, sometimes they're sitting around a little bit too long. I made my money back on the ones I've sold. Maybe I'll run these out the door here. Let me see. Robinson Crusoe. You need to see the title page. All right, I'll show you the title page right there. So maybe we'll get some of these going. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So if anybody would like to see these go up at auction, let me know and we'll put them up. The Jungle Book by Kipling. My whole thing in my head is, I've said it before. There you go. Is what as a seller, it's like, sure, I can sit and wait to try to get all the money and sit on a book for a long time, or I can just get some of the money, give you guys get you guys a little bit of a deal, and everybody's happy. So this is the Divine Comedy by Dante. There you go. Because I have so much material coming in, I can't physically keep up with it all. I don't know if you guys saw my last book pick, the part 1 and 2 of the counterculture material, but it's turning out to be probably the best pick I've ever been on in my career right now as a bookseller. And just last week, I filled another storage unit with books, a lot of history books, conspiratorial. That's a very interesting story. And what I got there, I got about 36 boxes of books and about 30 something odd boxes of DVDs and CDs, actually. So, which are super easy to list, and there's still collectors for those. I've done well in the past with them. So I said, I'll buy it all, basically. So there'll be an upcoming video. I'll do a part 3 of the counterculture book pick, and then followed up with this latest one, which filled another unit. And we had like a heat wave here in New York, and boy, I was just sweating through shirts like crazy. So let me check out the chat here, see what we got going on. Always looking for sci-fi. Kent says it wasn't him. I do have a sci-fi lot that I'll show you right now, RFC. I just put up one, but if you'd like more, so I just currently put up a lot of an allotment of like 8 of these different sci-fi magazines here with different stories. And I have a whole box of fantasy sci-fi magazines. And if you would like, I will go through and put them in like lots of 10. If that's something that would interest you, I would do that. I also have hardback science fiction. A lot of them currently are book club edition. But if there's an author you're looking for, or if you like book club edition or whatever the case may be, let me know. I'll go over there tonight and start pulling them. But this is all going in one lot. They're all really clean. Different stories. So, and let me see what else. I'll Be a Bitter. I like the Dore and Rosicrucian book. Okay, Kent. Yeah, they're nice books. They're in good shape. And, you know, hopefully they go all right. And there's the last one in that lot, RFC. So I don't know if that's something that interests you, or if you like DAW paperbacks, you can just write it in the chat and I'll collect what I got. So, okay, yeah, it's $1 start. So shoot, I mean, it's kind of hard to go wrong, I figure, but let's see. Sierra M. Hi, Phil, just received my first book from your shop today. Oh, cool. What book did you buy, Sierra? Let me know. I'm glad it got to you safe and sound. I appreciate your business. Thank you very much. Ken says, yes, the Whatnot combined shipping is great. The more you buy, the cheaper the shipping gets. So that's great for anybody out there buying. Obviously, if you're buying allotments of books, I'll fill a box for you. I think the max weight through media mail is 70 pounds, but I can't figure out how to get media mail. It seems like everything that's that their shipping setup is not first class. Is it not priority? I'm thinking of everything other than what they have set up, but I'll figure it out. Being my first show, there might be a couple bugs, but I'll do the best I can with it. So let me see. Made it to live. Happy Monday night to everyone. Hello, Missy Lulu. Thank you. Happy Monday to you. It's kind of I really shouldn't be doing a live right now because I'm wicked backed up here, but that's okay. I don't mind. So if you guys would like, for those who you are coming into the fold here, you can put into the chat of the kind of material that you would like me to auction off, and you can go to my Whatnot site and sign up and see what I put up. I've only put up 20 books in lots right now. I'm probably gonna do 40. I said I'd do 30 earlier, but you can see how quickly my mind changes. So, and I'm going to copy the link and share it again in the chat. This is all solely to promote my Whatnot show this Friday. So I would, if you guys are interested in participating, if you're not, that's fine. You know, Bird knows best. Good luck. I've been too scared to attempt sell books on Whatnot. My theory is I won't get the price I want on Whatnot versus eBay or Amazon. Yeah, you're probably right. You know, the way I look at it, though, for myself is I have a decent social media following, which does give me a little bit of an advantage for something like that. And so that's one thing. And also I have so much inventory coming in, Bird, that I can't physically keep up with it all. So it's like, okay, let's get some of you guys out there. That's why I'm promoting this through my YouTube channel. You guys who have followed me for a long time, who enjoy the channel, let me get you guys some deals, and let's get it turning a little bit. There's a quote out there by somebody, and he says, I'd rather get some of the money all the time than all the money some of the time. And I do like that. So when it comes to particular choice titles, I'm gonna put them up on eBay or through other means, like, higher end material. But when it comes to some of the other stuff, I don't mind letting $100 book go for if it's been sitting for years for $30 or something. I'm not doing that through eBay though, but through Whatnot, I will. They don't fee you as much, and I'm okay with that. So let's see. I got to remember my login first. Oh, okay. That's my problem too, Missy Lou. Actually, I am terrible at remembering like passwords, so I generally have the same password just about for everything, which is not good. So, uh, that's probably not the wisest thing to do, but I'm constantly changing it because I'm constantly forgetting it. So, anyways, now if there's any other interest, maybe I'll pull a couple more titles I got and show them of what I had planned on putting up. And I think I'm gonna have to get this shirt off because I'm starting to sweat pretty bad. So give me one moment, guys, and I'll get a couple other titles. I'll leave them. So maybe what I'll do is I'll actually put some books from my latest pick in this one as well. So I found a pretty cool book on P.T. Barnum. Now there's chipping to the top of the spine here, but this is kind of a neat book. Let me see here. So it's 1874, Struggles and Triumphs. And, maybe one of you out there would like a book like this. It's pretty cool. It's held well together. I believe it's illustrated throughout. It has its issues. It has some foxing. Let me get you to an illustration. But P.T. Barnum isn't getting old anytime soon. And that might be a nice book to put up at auction. So I also have been compiling, from my last video, the punk rock thing. There's a lot I'm not going to be putting up. But if anybody likes Kerouac or Burroughs, I can make some small allotments of those books. And so here's another set, James Polk, 2-volume set right here that I think I'll put up tonight. And let's see what we got on the inside here. Right here, so it's a presidential one, Easton Press. So there's the inside. Pretty good, clean material. Again, this show will kind of be on just gauging people's interest levels and see what's going for what. I've been watching other people do it. Like I've been watching KG's Unique Rare and Antique Books do a couple shows. I've been watching Max from Paper Gold do a couple shows. So I think I'm starting to get the idea. And like I said, the more you spend, the more I'll drink. I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. But I think it'll be a really fun show. I'll have fun with you guys. And, we'll sell some books. And then actually what I'll do is at the end, if I still have your guys' attention, I can take you around the shop a little bit. And I can immediately list stuff to put up for auction if you would like to do that. Like I could do it on spot, basically. So if you're interested in Native American, I can grab an allotment of 4 or 5 and run it right on spot. So it's all really up to the participation. But I think it'll be an hour and a half, 2-hour show. So let's see. Yeah, sorry, Kent. I always butcher your name. It's like a word salad for me a little bit there. And I realize there's quite a delay on my end in your guys' end. So I hope everything's coming through loud and clear. So if you would like, I could take you around this shop, or I could try to make the walk across the street to the red building and take you in there, and you guys could pick out some books that you would like me to put up. Maybe I should be a director and a leader here and say I'm taking you over there now. I just don't want to drop the Wi-Fi on the phone, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. So I can take you to the shelf back here, but currently these books are listed. If you would like them, depending on what you choose, I will take it down though, just for you guys, because you're kind of special to me. So let me just see here. Let me see here. And we got a little bit of time before the phone dies. So here we go. Let's see some of these shelves here. So can we see them? I have a nice Foxfire set here. If you see any titles here that interest you, this is James Audubon 2-volume set. Let me see if I can flip the camera, make it easier. Okay, so right here we have a James Audubon set, 2 volumes. There's Foxfire, first 3 right there. I have some books on beekeeping, and there's the ABCs of beekeeping, the hive and the honeybee. Let me know if any of this interests you. Let me see. Here's some the International Encyclopedia of Secret Societies and Fraternal Orders. All these will start at $1. So you can pick if you like any of this stuff here. And I will either bundle them together or do it individually. Full disclosure, William Sapphire. Here's some really nice animal books here. And I might say, heck, put them all up at a lot. The World of the Porcupine, World of the Beaver. Very nice books. So I'll check the messages when I get back to my computer if you guys are seeing anything you like. I have a nice Abraham Lincoln set there. Another Easton Press on George Washington, the history of England. If you like Malcolm X, I got a bunch of Malcolm X I could put up. This is a first edition, Studs Terkel. Any of this stuff. I have some Civil War. If you like Civil War, there's a Shelby Foote set. I just sold one a few days ago. Battles and Leaders of the Civil War. Some more individual titles. Let's see. Bertrand Russell 2-volume set. Okay, let's take you to the other side, see if there's anything. I could put up the Stephen King's if you would like. My science fiction person out there, if you would like that book, I could put that up. There's some Dungeons and Dragons books, if you would like. And for anybody coming in the chat right now, I'm showing off some titles. You guys can pick what you would like. I'll put them up on my Whatnot. And the Whatnot link is in the comment section. Let's see here. Golden Tales. That's a nice book. Very nice illustrated book. And I'll look back and I'll pull them from the shelves and then maybe take you to another spot. Harvard Classics, Jean-Paul Sartre. I got a bunch of Ginsberg. If you'd like, I could lot some Ginsberg together. These are cutesy little books. You like Beatrix Potter? We could do a Beatrix Potter book lot. And let's see what's down here. Some art. So any of this stuff is kind of just general. John O'Hara, if you like that. Gone with the Wind. Some of these are signed. This looks like a nice Huckleberry Finn one. And I think we're going to leave these out of it for now. But maybe I could put up a couple of books. Let's see what we got. Dolly. You like Dolly? I could put that one up for you. Kandinsky. How about this guy? Will Eisner. You want to see that go up? Stolen Sweets. I could put one of those up if you'd like. Oh, there's the book for Kent. Beefcake. Sorry, Kent. Oh, all right. Let's see what else, guys. So yeah, actually I'm going through I've been selling these Hanneman books there, the little chapbooks that I showed in the last video, doing really well with them. I don't think I'm going to put any of those up for the show though, guys. If you like any type of Nazi stuff, I do have a copy of Mein Kampf there, David Irving. So I am putting up some Black Americana, some Little Sambo that I showed. Oh, this is my working area. You want to see some of these titles back here? I could put up Milton, a set of Milton here, 5-volume set. These are ex-library. Very nice set. And I'll see your comments if anybody's even commenting. That's a nice poetry book, illustrated. The binding is beautiful. So let's see what other titles we have here. Oh, there's a number of them. Here's some more poetry. If you guys like some early poetry books, I could put these up. So you just let me know. You're dictating this one a little bit here for me. These are beautiful. Check out these. The Literature of Italy. Look at the bindings. If you guys would like a shot at any of those, or any of these classic works. There goes the dirt bike. Every day, all day, that thing runs. All right, I'm going to bring you back over to the front. See what you guys are saying. If you're saying anything, I'll put you back up here. So, let me see. Can you put the Maurice Sendak book up? Yeah, I could do that. That art book, yeah, it's a beautiful book. It's a hardcover. I have a hardcover one and a softcover book. But Sierra, for you, I'm going to put that one up. It's a beautiful book. Let me see. What do we have here? We got a lot of different people talking. Oh, hello, Use Up and Wear Out. Hello. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. So I'm basically doing my Whatnot promotion through my live stream. But let me see. Magic and superstition books look really cool. Yep, I could put them up. Were all those North American animals? They were, Andrew. Yes, they were. We all want some Stephen King. Run it. Okay, I could put up. You want me to lot it together or individual, Kent? What do you think? You let me know. You guys are directing the show, okay? But don't get used to it. All right, so Maurice send it. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we can do those. And let me see. There's one other book I want to show you. Actually, just give me a moment. I'll show you another book. See if you guys have interest in it. Oh shit. All right, let me flip it. So, I don't know if any of these interest you guys. Dear Hippie, we met at Woodstock. Daniel Carlson, he was a cop at Woodstock. I could put up this one as well. Woodland Plants, limited edition book. That's a pretty book, hey? If you guys like cookbooks, I could lot up a bunch of cookbooks. And yeah, these are all... For the person who asked, these are all North American. Now, these two don't have, what do you call it, plastic on them, but these other ones do. So I could either put together a lot for you or do them individually. Either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Here, I'll take you to that Maurice Sendak book, if that's how you say it. Ain't that a gorgeous book? That is a beautiful book. Yeah, I'll run that one for you. And you know what? I'm going to do this one because this one sat a while. The Night Before Christmas by Peter, Paul, and Mary. That's signed by them. It's in beautiful condition. So I'll run that one as well. Here, I'm going to take this one up. So let me see. What else do we have here? I was thinking about doing some of these in here. Some of them I don't know. I'm not going to put the Tolkien up. Let's see what we have here for some of these children's books. If any of these interest you. Sandy Chipmunk. I could put these guys up, some of them. Bulgy Billy. I also have modern, a ton. I just got in 10 brand new boxes of modern children's books, really nice stuff like Junie B. Jones and um, what the Encyclopedia Brown and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in more recent children's books, I can put those up. And excuse the shop, it is a absolute mess here. All right, so I'll flip it back and let me just plug in my charger for you lose me. Okay, so welcome. 3 Stephen King hardcovers. I can do that, Kent. And I have a bunch of Stephen King paperbacks and other ones over there. Maybe I'll do a couple allotments of Stephen King and see how that goes. You have any memoirs, autobiographies, or biography, generals, presidents? Yes, I do, Missy Lou. If there's anyone specific, let me know who you're looking for, or I can at least allot up like material. But I have a 2-volume set of Benjamin Franklin. Did you like the George Washington Easton Press that I have over there? Because I could put that one up for the auction. Let me see. And for those of you just tuning in, you can click on my Whatnot link. Whatnot gives you $15 free to play with. If you didn't get the $15 free, it's probably because I screwed up on the link. So sign up through this one, and everything is starting at $1. So I have 20 lots up right now of books, and the chat right now is helping me choose out 20 more lots. So I'm actually going to write down some of these, and I was showing off some of the books that I already have up, but you guys can go through the link and check it out yourself. Like I said, Whatnot, I'm on the fence about. I'm not sure what to expect, but I think we can have a little bit of fun and get you guys some really good deals on there. So take advantage of it, at least early on. If it grows, you might not be able to get the kind of deals you will initially. So boy, I'm sweating like a dog here. But let me go to my Whatnot real quick and see what else we got cooking. Okay, and you can tag the show, share the show. I appreciate it. Whatever you choose to do. So, but I guess that's my sales pitch for there. So you guys gave me, so I will put together some more sci-fi. I'll get that Sendak book, Stephen King. You didn't say whether or not you want the nature books, whoever said it out there. So I don't know. But if those look of interest to you, I can put them up. And what I'll basically do, I'll have the camera facing my hands on the table, and I'll take you through the book briefly and give you a brief description of the condition. Okay, so there's no surprises. But that's pretty much, I think, gonna do it here for me, unless somebody has anything else to say or wants to chirp in on something they would like to see up. And if you would like, I could try to make the trek over to that building in a minute here if there's no other questions, and I'll try to get you into the red building. We could take a little walk through Smithville, yell at the stray dogs and stray cats. That's interchangeable with children. All right, so let's see. First time catching a book pellet live. Oh, hello from Scotland. That's awesome. What a ways. 2 for a $5. Actually, we have very close family friends from that are from Scotland. It's like a beautiful, beautiful country over there. So it's good to you to join in the chat. And I don't know how Whatnot does with international selling capabilities. So I'll have to look into that. But for those of you tuning in, my first show is this Friday, 7 o'clock on the Whatnot platform. And I'm going to be auctioning off a lot of books, all $1 start. You can sign up. The link is in the chat. And I'm going to put it back in because that's all what this stream is about, is promoting the Whatnot. So it's RFC saying you should do a live chat every week. You think so? I think you'd get tired of me. I think you'd get tired of me real quick. and I can't. I have too much work to do. I can't even be. I have way too much work to do. I was telling everybody last week I had another massive book haul come in, and it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I definitely have enough material basically out of the last couple picks I've done to last me the year legitimately. But I got a sickness. I can't stop buying. If the buy is right, you got to go in. And I'll tell you, so I haven't said this to anybody publicly yet through the YouTube, but hold on, let me just copy this chat in here. All right, there's the whatnot link right there. 15 free dollars. Come in and join in on the auction. So I was saying that some of the better stuff that I got in the counterculture book pick, I wasn't going to go through eBay. And what I was thinking is there's a couple other options. So I could send it to auction. They take quite a percentage, or I could find an institution, which I was a little bit hot on in the beginning, but the luster wore on me a little bit. Or what I was thinking of is possibly taking some of it to the New York City Book Fair. I figure it'll in two different ways. For one, New York City, the hipster population has increased like tenfold, and a lot of them folks down there have a lot of money. But for two, networking with some of the best dealers in the world that I'll be rubbing shoulders with in meeting. And I think that could be a really incredible experience. And maybe kind of just get my foot in the door a little bit in terms of just some meeting and greeting people. I mean, there's definitely a lot of book dealers I would love to introduce myself to, and brief chatting with them a little bit. And I think it'd be a great experience. I could get someone to run a camera for me and do some video. And also, there's an individual down there that has supported my channel for a very long time who does a lot of street book selling. He's a vendor down there. And I would love to go down there and hang out with the day with him and take some video of the day. And I think that would be a great experience in itself. I might even enjoy that more than being around a lot of the other people there. But not making judgments. I'm sure I'll have fun in both areas. But, I think that would be quite an experience to go to the biggest book fair in the world, as far as I know, set up at the sister show and try to move some of this better material. It's not cheap to set up there. I think the main show, it's like 10 grand. I think the sister show is a couple grand. But again, the material I would be bringing is not your run-of-the-mill stuff. And I would think I'd have a very good day there. So that's my thoughts. And I guess while I'm chatterboxing away here, let me just look at some of the comments. Not sure if I could afford them, but if you have any books on book selling, that would be cool. Currently I don't have anything that I want to sell on book selling. I have some in my personal collection. I do have books on the history of the book and illuminated manuscripts and things like that. If you would be interested in that, I could put them up for auction if you would like. Very nice, clean, beautiful hardcover copies. So let me know. I'm not reading your username. That's a lot of different letters there. Like another alphabet group. All right, let me see. Steve Ryder, definitely worth setting up in New York City. Yeah, I tend to. There's a couple individuals I know that sell down there, and it's about depending on where you're going in the city, but it's about 3 hours from me south. I don't go to the city anymore. If I usually make my way out to the island, that's I'm not too interested in going to the city, but something like this, I would. So it's been a while since I've been down there, but I used to have a good time down there. But I was younger and spent too much money. I had a little too much fun, but it's what it is. So it's a different world. After you've been around New York City like my whole life, I've always had the best of both worlds. I was raised up in the country. but most of the family's down there, and so we're constantly going down. They're coming up, and we have a very tight knit family. So I always kind of thought I had the best of both worlds. A lot of people that live around here in this area, they some of them I don't think have ever even left the county. It seems so. The your perspective's a little limited, and some of these guys who are big fish in a small pond, they're really out of the water when they go to college or a city like that. But when you've been in New York City, there really is none other that really compares size wise. I've been to Phoenix, and I was like, well, this is a city. I like Phoenix a lot, though. It's a beautiful city. But yeah, the city life and type of thing is just not for me. I'm a country boy at heart, and I love this. I couldn't ask for better. And I love my store where it is. I love the location. And 99% of people, I enjoy them coming to my shop. They're really good people, and I don't have to put up with a lot of nonsense. So, which probably only increases during the city. Could I make more money down there? Probably. But the expenses are far more, which is kind of obvious. So, but yeah. So, anyways, again, this is just a live stream, totally supporting my Whatnot show or promoting my Whatnot show. And if you're coming into the stream, you can watch back on it. I had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but I'm selecting out books to put up. And some people have helped me out there and what I'm going to be putting up. And so that's great. I'm going to run them. And anybody out there who has a genre or author, you can let me know. I'll either lot it together or run individual books, however you would like me to do it. I will do it. I'm going to cater to you guys. You're kind of running this show. So I put up 20 items that I wanted to get up, and now I'll put up 20 more. So, and we'll make it work. So let's see how the chat's coming. Now talk a little bit more about the YouTube channel and where I'm going this summer, actually. So let me see. RFC, 26 watchers and only 4 likes. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You guys are slacking tonight. Why don't you hit the like button? I've been talking till exhaustion. I'm like 48 minutes in. It don't take that much. So thank you, RFC. Get on them a little bit there. So, of course, when I'm on the computer, sometimes there's more likes than it actually shows. Yeah, it shows I have 15 right now. So I'll lay off you guys a little bit. So basically, what I'm going to do this summer is I'm going to be down in Florida for a bit, and I'm going to meet up with a fellow book dealer who interviewed me. For anybody who missed the interview, it was a lot of fun. Max of Paper Gold. Max does a lot of consignment selling through eBay, and he has some very good Whatnot shows that he's been running. And he's one of the people that have been encouraging me to get on there and give it a shot. So, and the proof is in the pudding. He's having a lot of success on there, and he's got quite a nice following. So I'm going to see what I can do too. So, and so I'm going to go down to Florida and visit with him. I got a wedding, and I'm going to do a little mingling down on the beach. I'll be on the East Coast for a few days and then on the West Coast. So any of you Floridians out there, you can reach out, and I don't care. I'll meet up with you or something if you'd like, and I'll go take you to lunch or something. How's that? But and then I'm going to take a plane. I'm going to head out to Washington State to go visit some people, and I may after that then head down to Arizona and Texas. So we'll see. I don't really want to be away from my business for too long. So, but I love Arizona. I think it's a gorgeous state, and I've never been in Texas. So I wouldn't mind seeing certain parts of Texas. But that's kind of the summer plans for now. And I have other picks lined up as usual. And I've been really trying to do my best at marketing these buildings and getting more people in the door and more sales coming through. So, and with the Whatnot, I'm thinking of doing it once a month right now. Maybe it turns to once every 3 weeks. We'll see what I can do through it. So, yeah, I think country bookstores are the best too. Kent, we might be a little biased, but country bookstores have some character to them. They're not stagnant. It's not like walking into a Walmart, like look at the shelving. And you get an experience through here. I even have a couple candy jars. My plants are on the ground because I got to water them, the poor things. I kind of neglect them a little bit, and one of them started burning in the windows, so not good. But I'll take care of them tonight. So, but anyways, yeah, I love having a country bookstore. And I was actually talking to Kent about just a while back about our views on having bookstores and kind of what it does for a community in general and how it can be such a focal point. It's a real wonderful thing. A lot of people out here are starting to appreciate it more and more. Actually, like I have a little saying, "Kill your TV." Read a book, basically. I mean, it used to be such a great form of entertainment, and I know you guys out there enjoy reading books, but it's just trying to encourage more people to come in and give it a shot. Basically, it, reading does take a little bit of work. I guess maybe it depends on your reading, but it is a discipline. But your mind is like a muscle, and so to keep it working, how could you ask for better? So I love it. So I've turned a couple people on to reading by having this physical location, and their general curiosity got them in the door. And then if you get the right book in their hand, I mean, it's a wrap. So we're not in school anymore. We don't have to read for a test or study factoids. We can actually learn what we want to learn and think differently, read different narratives and perspectives. So it's really wonderful. And a lot of people that are from the city that come up to visit me in my bookstore, they're always so supportive and appreciative because they're always telling me, shops like yours don't exist anymore where we live because they can't afford the rent. There's a litany of reasons. This one area of Brooklyn that I used to be at, it's Clinton Hill, and it was up from the Fulton Street Mall. And I haven't been back in a few years, but there used to be these little cafe, and there was like a jazz bar, and so in the morning I would go to that corner little cafe and eat or whatever, or diner, and those got bought out by bigger businesses like corporate. And I see pictures like that my uncle will send me of some of the buildings going up, and it's like, man, some of these neighborhoods are really definitely changing quite a bit. And that little block area, like I used to go play ball at Edmonds Park, was one of them I used to go play at. I used to go play at Battery Park. But it was such a great time. People would be out on the tables outside of it playing chess or having little barbecues and stuff. And it was a nice little community thing that was going on there. And nice little artist scene. It was a cool place, but things change. Right now, where I'm at in Smithville, it's like being locked into the 1950s. I mean, and I tell people, enjoy it while it's here, because in a lot of places in upstate New York now, they have been changing quite significantly. Like if you go in the Hudson area, people who were born there can't even afford to live there anymore. So money's brought prosperity to the area, and it's also driven out a lot of people too. Well, that has yet to hit my area in my county, but someday it may, because it's just as pretty as anywhere else. And so I appreciate what I have and where my shop is located for now. I'm blessed, for sure. So let me see. There's an awesome country bookstore in a barn around here, 100,000 plus volumes. The aisles are so tight, though. Yeah, that's really cool. And you're in New Hampshire. Yeah, out in upstate New York and Pennsylvania, and I'm sure New Hampshire and Vermont and Maine, we still have book barns out here. And a lot of the owners are basically very close to on their way going out of the business, it seems. And book barns are so cool and special to me. And I'm sure you enjoy it too. The one I know is like the one you're talking about. It's so tight, and it's hard to move in. But there's over 100,000 titles at his barn as well. And the first time I went there, I spent 6 hours in there looking through books. And it's that in that particular place was one of the places that inspired me to start a bookstore. And I would love to interview him. He's a very smart guy. but he will not go on camera, and I respect it. I mean, there's a lot of uh, there's a handful of guys like those old book dealers that are still they're very private, and I don't blame them. I would be too if I could be, but I'm not so much anymore. And they're set in their ways, and they have their clientele, and they do just fine for themselves. The one thing I've noticed, a lot of them, they don't really have an exit plan, and I don't think they want one either. They're going until they're done, and then whatever happens to the material, it might go to auction. Another bookseller comes in and buys it all, but they want to go till they croak, it seems. So more power to them, but I don't want to do that. Never even heard of a book barn? Are you kidding me? You've never heard of a book barn? You come up to the East Coast and you'll get an introduction to some book barns. I actually put one on video, RFC, of one in PA. It was a 3-story book barn, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it was wonderful. I had a blast there. Great time, bought a few books. And speaking of that area, Tom Barney of Barney Loves Books visited me today. So shout out to Tom and his wife Paula. They came up from New Jersey. They're on a little trip up, and they came to give me a visit. So you can find Tom in that video series as well, RFC, and you'll get an idea of what a great book barn looks like. Because that one in PA was an excellent book barn. And it was a lot of fun going through it. I love old barns and old architecture like that too. I actually use up and wear out. I always am keeping my eyes peeled when I'm going down some highways out here of potential prospects for my own book barn. There's a really cool round barn that I would love to have right off the highway. The visibility is wonderful on it, and you could fill that up. But you know how it goes in the book business. It doesn't matter how big a space you have, you will fill it and need more room. That's just how it is. So I've filled the red building. I had 10 brand new boxes of children's books come in the red building on Saturday after I closed. So where am I going to put them? So I would love to lot them up if you guys are interested in children's books and try to run some sales, but we'll see. Maybe I will put some together. So let me see what's in the chat right now. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Sounds dreamy. It can be. People say they like the smell of books and stuff too. I was just thinking, I've lost my smell for it. I cannot, unless if it's overly empowering, I have to like stick my whole face in a book to try to get a smell from it. And it's terrible. But like in that last pick that I went to, the counterculture pick, I mean, my nose is so shot at this point. I have to have other people smell the book, say, hey, does this smell? So, everybody's huffing down book dust. So, but I wish I could. It was one of my joys is I like to walk into a bookstore and smell that smell of old books. And in those book barns, you definitely smell them. So, but anyhow, back to the meaning of this whole video for those of you just joining in. This is solely to promote my Whatnot show. Forgive me for being repetitive for those who have stayed with me, but I'll post a link in the chat and you guys can sign up to my show. All my books are $1 start, and I'm lotting material up together as well. When you sign up, they give you $15 free to play with at my auction. So if you don't like it, spend your $15 and get out of there. So I'm a pretty good promoter, huh? But anyways, I have books like this one up, the Rosicrucian Cosmo Conception. Books like this, the Malaccia Tapestry by Brian Aldiss. This is a Easton Press Collector's Edition. Fantasy, if anybody's into that. And what I'll do is on the show, I'll be holding the book like this with the camera here, and I'll be showing you the book, okay? I have a couple titles I put in by Ralph Epperson on his conspiratorial works, signed by him. And I'm going to throw in add-ons as well. Like I'll throw into this lot None Dare Call It Conspiracy by Gary Allen. Maybe I'll put in the Rockefeller file as well by Gary Allen. So I'm going to try to mix it up, mix up the lots. And again, if you're coming to the channel, let me know what you would like to see. You can direct the show a little bit. Do you like nature? Sci-fi? What do you like? What author do you like? I'm going to put Stephen King in it. Maurice Dak in it. The guy who does the funny creature characters. Maybe I'll put a couple Maurice books in there and lot them together. It's a great way for you guys to get some deals through another platform. And that's my sales pitch for it. I mean, it's relatively easy to sign up. So, and it's going to be this Friday at 7 o'clock. I'll be live streaming, most likely in my red building. And at the end of the show, guys, if you're still with me and you want me to walk around the shop and put stuff up for auction, I can do it on the spot. So, whatever that may be, like Japanese history. I mean, shoot, I'll sell you the shelf of Japanese history books. I have so much material filing in that I physically cannot keep up with it. It's a good problem to have in certain ways, but so I figured that this platform may be a good outlet to allot books together and also give you some nice choice in the visual books as well. So it's a variety show. Let me see what you're saying over here. Oh, you're out in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that market looks like out there. But in Texas, Larry McMurtry had a huge book town. And I forget where that was located. I believe it's still in operation. So you'll have to look that up. Larry McMurtry, who wrote like Lonesome Dove, the famous novelist, and he wrote The Last Picture Show, I believe, and he wrote a book on his book selling experiences. And by the way, real quick, I'll let you know I've been reading the book Book Row, so I'll be doing a book review on Book Row in the very near future. I've been trying to get through it, but it's been tough trying to find the time to read lately. But time management, I'm working on it, so I'll get there. I'll get it finished. Let's see. I still have to learn the Whatnot platform. Hey, me too. Me too. I'll be learning it with you guys. It's definitely a little different. And but I'm gonna test the waters and see how it works. I think it could be fun. I know if you guys are in there, I'll be having some fun. Excuse me. But we'll see how comfortable I am working a show on there, and if it's gonna pay off. Whenever you're doing stuff like this, it takes a minute to list the material up. The show's going to be a couple hours, and then it's going to be a couple hours of shipping. So is it going to be worth it? Well, I'm going to try to see it through for what it is for a period of time. And if I like it, I'll stick with it. If I don't like it, I'll just be done with it. Simple as that. But if you guys enjoy it out there and I don't like it, I'll stick with it. How's that? So, but it's a dollar start. And I think you just the more you hit the bid button, the more you have a chance to win. So use up and wear out. All you got to do is just keep clicking, and then you'll get the book. And then you'll be charged later. All right. And I was joking. I was saying anybody who if you bid upward, if you surpass $50, if I get a $50 bid on a book, I'm taking a shot of whiskey. So we'll see if I stay standing for the show. All right, let me see here. Is that word Greek? Malakia? Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I don't even know what I just did with the book. I thought I just had it here. It's CIA at the end. It's a fantasy book. I'm not sure, Crystal. Fashion or designers plus reference guides for pricing. I'm not sure if I have any of that right now. I do have some fashion books, but I don't think I have any particular fashion pricing books. I could give a look for you. but no promises. So let me see here. I bought a few books from the app. Looking forward to the show. Oh, hey, hi, hide and read. It's good to hear from you. Um, Good. Okay. All right. So it worked out for you. I have another guy who follows the channel, my buddy Dayton down in Virginia. He tried some as well, and I think he enjoyed the platform. From what he told me, I actually talked to him today, and he's excited for the show. So yeah, it's this Friday at 7 o'clock. I'm running the show. Everything starts at $1, and when I get off this live stream with you, I'll start putting up some more books, guys. So just looked up Larry's store. It's gone. Oh, what a shame. He had a very big operation going there. Um, that's too bad. I had thought that somebody had taken that over. It was in something city. I can't remember. It was called something city out there. But what a shame. That would have been worth the trip, I think, for you to take a trip out to see it. But that's the way it goes. That's what's happened a lot. You know what's interesting, guys? I'll just say this: reading that book row book about the booksellers in New York City, I'm hitting the period in the '60s, I think. And it's funny because there's always people talking about the internet and how it's affected the book market. Well, what's interesting is during that time, I think pre '60s, at the chapter I'm in, they're talking about how a lot of it was walk-in customers, but then catalogs came out, book catalogs that you could send directly to people, and then 80% of some of those bookstores down there, their sales were being made through catalogs. So it was so interesting. I'm like, well, and most people running brick and mortar stores, maybe not most, like I can only speak for myself, but like 80% of my business is through online, and it's what keeps me in existence. But there was such a big commotion about the changing with the times. Like Goodman wrote The Last Bookseller, and a good book. I recommend that. I did enjoy it. Um, and sometimes guys get a little gripey about it, but that's just the reality of it. You can stay stagnant and just get by, or you can try a couple new things and try to expand. I don't know if there's any right or wrong way. If something's working, keep doing it. I'm not going to quit eBay anytime soon. But something like Whatnot and doing live auctions could very well be the future of selling your material to a crowd you develop on a platform. I wish there was. I guess there's always an issue of quality control, maybe when it comes to stuff like this, because anybody can come on and sell some books, and they might not necessarily be aware of how to talk about a condition or something that might be important to the buyer. Like it has heavy foxing to the pages, and somebody buys the book and they get irritated. They go, "Why didn't you talk about this?" Well, you didn't know what it was. So sometimes, just like with the internet book selling, the bar has lowered to where like everybody can be a bookseller right now in a way. And so, the quality control there, maybe with a platform with like a Whatnot, maybe they could, I hate the word, regulate it a little more about who's coming on. But I'm not saying they should do that by any means. I hate that word. I hate regulations. So, but quality control is a thing, and whatever. Just my 2 cents. Okay, what do I know? All right, let me see here. Yeah, Archer City. I just see that at the bottom. All right, Archer City. You're right. Sounds exactly the same. Cool. A Shakespeare folio would be nice. Would it now, Mook? Yeah, I don't have any of those kicking around. I do know a bum ass appraiser though that we both know that had a Shakespeare folio, and I think she appraised it for, what was it, $1,000, Mook? I almost did a video specifically on this appraiser because she's just horrendous. If anybody can guess the name, nah, I ain't gonna. I don't want to sling mud. There'd be a particular way I did a video about it, but it just goes to show you, if you think you have a real rare book, or a very particular title that's special, go to a bookseller. Go to somebody that is a professional in the business. Because long story short, this woman appraised a book that was a first Shakespeare folio for $1,000. And anybody that has any idea of what that actually brings, it's far more than $1,000. And if that person sold their book, their Shakespeare folio for that, I'd want some retribution. So anyhow, she is annoying. RFC, do you know who I'm talking about? You know what appraiser I'm talking about? It's a woman who's not even fully, she's an antique appraiser predominantly, supposedly, but Mook knows who she is. Mook's best friends with her. I actually, all right, never mind. I'm going to stop talking. But anyhow, you know who I'm talking about. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, there's some funny things that go on in this world of reselling and antiques and appraisals and all sorts of funny little things that happen, which you're probably aware of, auctions, you name it. So guys, I'm actually going to drop my whatnot again in the chat. I plan on spending some time with you. It looks like I have people signing up and I have people texting me. So give me a minute. I forgot to get a glass of water and I'm a little bit parched, but I'm getting through it. I'd go upstairs and bring you with me, but you know, I don't want you in my house, no offense. And I'm not about to self-incriminate on camera. I'm joking. I have nothing up there. Nothing up there worth seeing. Hope not the doc. I don't know who the doc is. Do they call her the doc? It's a she. She's real loud and kind of obnoxious, Crystal. And she's a little bit bigger. To be nice about it, I don't know. All right, Turk Bokeler. I don't know what you said there, but it looks artistic. So I assume you're from. I can't read it, buddy. Use a translator or something if you want me to say hello. But hello to you anyhow. So yeah, Dr. Lori, you got it. You got it, Sierra. Or Crystal. Yep. Hello, Turk Bokeler. Yeah, Dr. Lori did a very good book YouTuber specifically addressed this issue with Dr. Lori on a video that he made about her book appraisals, and they were horrendous appraisals. And she was saying, like, I'll show you a book I have right now. Actually, if you want a live example, we can do this live right now. Give me one moment. So Dr. Lori had on her show books like this. And if you give me one moment, books like this here. Beautiful books, very nice books. This ain't me trying to be controversial or anything like that. I'm speaking very frankly, and this is obvious to anybody that looks into the material. So this is put out by Scribner's, and basically she was valuing books that were like this at like $1,000 a piece. Well, I get in these things every year, and if I could get $1,000 a piece for them, I'll sell them all day to her for $100 a piece. I mean, so she was just so far off on her appraisals, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything. The point being is that if you have books that you believe are valuable, take them to a book person who appraises them, like Adam Weinberg. Take them to him. He knows what he's doing. Dr. Lori does not know what she's doing when it comes to books. Even the way she's talking about them is completely wrong. The way she handles them is completely wrong. So, and I'm not the only one who recognize that. Everybody who knows what they're doing in books cringes. So, not trying to be mean to her. She has a successful show. She's a good showman. But that's not who you take your books to. So, and you don't have to take them to me. You could take them to somebody with an actual reputation that does it. Weird, she works her tail off. Why? I can't read the whole comment, Crystal. Sorry. Let me see. Why appraise if you don't know? I don't, she has a program that you can pay her basically, or she has people working for her too, obviously, from my understanding, that you pay money to get an appraisal and you send in pictures of the item. I don't know how to answer that. I think it might be a matter of not staying in your lane. It would be like me doing an appraisal of something that might be similar in certain ways, but definitely different. Like, I'm not an antique appraiser. I sell antiques and stuff like that, but there's certain particularities when it comes to antiques and what you're looking at that makes something more valuable than another, just like a book, right? And sometimes that information isn't readily available through a Google search or however she's getting that information. Anybody who knows anything knows this Last of Mohicans book is not $1,000 book. Just look up past sales of the book for the last 10 years. Where do you find that book valued at $1,000? And that was the kind of stuff that she was saying held that value. And it was just so far off. For her to put $1,000 mark on a true Shakespeare folio, I mean, it doesn't take much to know that book is not $1,000. That's worth far more. Actually, let's see if we can look up what a Shakespeare folio goes for. Shakespeare folio. Let's see here. I'm probably gonna have to get on some of these past auction sites, but those things could be millions of dollars. I mean, that ain't my expertise, but what is a first folio? So you could do your research here. Let me see. I don't have anything readily available for you guys, but if anybody has a Shakespeare folio and wants to sell it to me for $1,000, I will happily pay you. So, anyways, we can get off the Dr. Lori train there. I know a lot of people like her, and I'm sure she's not a bad lady, but her book appraisals, for the most part, are very off, very, very off from what I've seen. Ridiculously off. So it looks like there's quite a delay in my video in the chat, but let me see. I shared the whatnot there with you guys, and let me see here. If there's any books you guys would want me to run, let me know. And or any genres, put them in the chat. I'm writing them down right here. And it's this Friday 7. And I guess I'll just talk with you a little bit about the YouTube channel in the future. I am going to be interviewing a couple book dealers that I've really been wanting to interview. Kent being one of them, out in Wisconsin. We become buddies. And Kent has a bookshop. He has a YouTube channel called, I always mess up the name, so let me go back and try to find his name. Hold on. KG's Unique, Rare, and Antique Books. I would really like to do an interview with Kent. And it's very interesting because Kent started selling books online. And now he's got the physical location. And I would love for him to say himself about the differences of having an online shop, working a physical book location. And I have a lot of questions for him and his model and how he operates. And I think a lot of you guys out there would find it very beneficial to hear what Kent has to say and his experiences with book selling. So I think you'd enjoy that. When I go down to Florida, I'll visit with Max and do a little interview with him. I may even take you on a book pick in Florida, or maybe a flea market or something like that I'll pick. Um, and what else do I have coming up? I have my book review on Book Row that I'm gonna do, and then I have what else? I'm gonna try to get Katie Reeds on the channel. She got me on her channel. I'll interview her, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of traveling, more book picking videos, more bookshop stops. I'm also going to be interviewing C.S. Miller Books, who opened up a location in the same county as me. And I've known Jason for a number of years. He's come into my shop. He has a very successful Instagram where he sells books. And in Jason's very similar situation to like Kent, and starting online and transitioning to a physical brick and mortar. I did it reverse. But as my dad says, I always make life harder on myself, it seems. I probably would have started online first, more than likely. But I did learn a particular way, which has been very beneficial to me, the way I did do it. It wasn't planned that way. But I will go interview Jason as well. And it's C.S. Miller Books, and he's on Instagram. Maybe a number of you follow Jason. But so that's kind of what I have lined up. I think it'll be a lot of fun talking with these guys. And yeah, I just got to get through my own stuff right now and get a little bit caught up before I start doing it. So let's see here. Ken says, heck yeah, I'm back. Took a break to finish mowing my grass. Well, you came at a perfect time, Kent. So, yeah, I just talked about how I'd like to get you on my channel. We've talked about it, and we'll put on a great show. Hide and Read, collecting hard case crime paperbacks, Louis L'Amour. Okay, I'd really have to do some digging for Louis L'Amour. I used to have a ton of them hide and read. So if not this show, I'll get a nice allotment for you together for the next show, okay? And we'll try to make that happen. Kent wants to come on next week. Maybe I could fit you in the schedule, buddy. We'll see. I got to get to you sooner than later here. Maybe next week would work. So anyhow, I'm going to make one last pitch. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to put them in the chat. Any interest, any whatever. Sierra says I'm canceled. I don't know what that means, but did you cancel me? She didn't like what I said about Dr. Lori. All right. That's all right. We're not going to agree on everything. All right. Let's see. So I'm going to put Whatnot show this Friday. Bring your money. We'll have a fun show, guys. So let me see here. I'm going to put it one more time in the chat. 7 o'clock. If you guys have any questions, anything you guys would like to ask me or interested in, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind chatting with you a little bit longer, but if you don't, I'm going to cut out of here soon. So, but hey, guys, I've always appreciated all your support throughout these years. I never can say that enough, how thankful I am for it. You really do make this time worth it for me. You really do. And I hope you know that. So if you're seeing this on a replay, I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers, and I never would have figured, I never expected that or what it would turn into. And now I'm doing a live stream with you. So it's so very interesting how things work out. And I've met some of you, and it's been really great. There's a real nice batch of people here that tune into my channel and enjoy it. And so I'm gonna keep making these videos. So now one day, if I hit it big and I get rich, I'll say goodbye video, but I'll be gone. I'll be gone. So so maybe you shouldn't participate in my Whatnot, because you don't want me getting rich. See, I got some questions coming in. All right, let me see. Bring your money, bring your friends, and bring your friends some money. Thanks, Kent. Yeah. just, you can always make it back. So, don't be scared. Money don't make money. Even if you're a dealer out there, that's another thing. I'd like to put together some lots so that maybe a dealer could make a little money, depending on what they deal in. But really, the show can be whatever you want it to be. So we'll see how it goes. Let me see here. Sarah Gwynn, hello from Central Illinois. Just started following your channel a couple weeks ago. Your videos remind me of the bookstore I work at. It's just me and the owners. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. You work at a bookstore, huh? You like it? It's kind of neat, right? The people you meet. I'm sure you have some stories. So I definitely do. But thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. And hey, feel free to share the channel, guys, out there with people who you think may be interested. I was going to do a celebration show when I hit 5,000, but man, I don't know if I have like back-to-back live streams in me. So, I mean, maybe I still will, but I'm kind of excited to reach that point. So I'm very appreciative of that. All right, let's see what else. People running their yap. PC Red Book is thanking me. You're welcome. Missy Lou, I'll be there on Friday. Should be interesting. I'll have to figure the app out. Yeah, Missy Lou, you're not alone. But from my understanding, from guys who have used it, it's not too bad. So, like I said, there's a button that says bid, and the more you hit it, the more chance you have to win. So just keep hitting the bid button. All right, let's see. Kent, you are the closest thing to a bookstore celebrity. Oh, Kent, don't make me blush. All right, let's see here. Sarah Gwynn, they've been open for 30 years, and I've been there for 15. So yeah, enjoy it. Wow, that's a long time. So I mean, you've been in it longer than me. That's incredible. I've been saying I've been in it for 10 years. It's very close to 10 years though. Very close. Feels like it's been 50 years, but that's great. I love a bookstore that keeps trucking and making it happen. So that's wonderful. I love it. Let's see who else here. Your videos have been super helpful for us getting into the book trade. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. A lot of people say that, and that does make me feel good. Shout out to Maze Books. Shit. Sorry, his name is Dave, and I talked to Dave on the phone. And if you guys aren't following Maze Books, they get in really cool stuff. And he put up such a sweet post. He said that I mean, he was giving me a lot of credit, which I don't know if it's deserved or not, for the success of his bookstore. And again, Dave's putting in the work. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work to do this. And yeah, I'm fine with getting for him. Like, it's nice of him giving me some type of credit for doing it. But at the end of the day, he's had to learn it and figure out what works for him. And he's doing it. And he seems like a really great guy, super supportive of my shop and my channel. So shout out to Maze Books. And I can't remember if he's from Detroit or where he's located now. So forgive me if you see this. But anyways, you guys can look them up sometime. Real cool channel. Sierra, did you draw for the giveaway? Yeah, I did. I selected my 3 winners, Sierra. And so that's done with, and I shipped them their stuff. So I'm sorry you didn't win. Did you sign? I don't know if I remember you signed up for it. I had the stack in the back. But yeah, I hope everybody got their T-shirt and their mug and everything like that, and the $50 gift certificate. So, and I'm gonna try. You can do giveaways on Whatnot. And I was thinking about doing something like that. But again, I'm just going to try to get through the first show here. And if I can get through the first show, then I can probably figure out the giveaway situation a little bit easier in the future. So maybe next time I do some type of a giveaway for you guys. So, all right. So I've been running my mouth for way too long. Hour 30. Hour 30. I see some of you signed up. So thank you very much. I do appreciate you guys signing up for the Whatnot show. So anyhow, I'm going to click out of here. Will you have any classic fiction available at your Whatnot? Art, music, and literature. You tell me what classic fiction you would like, and I can add it in. Is there a particular author you like? This show is all about you guys. And if you're watching this video in a replay and you're hour 30 in, I hope you'd hit the like button. But write in the comments of what you would like me to put up, and I will find it. But yeah, so classic fiction, you name it, and there's a good possibility I have it. Will it be in the presentation or format you want it? I don't know, but I can make an allotment together for you. And like I put up 3 Mark Twain's American Library, and I could add more to it. So, but I'll wait a minute for you in the chat to see what kind of author you like. You like Russian authors? Do you like Tolstoy, Dostoevsky? I don't know who else is coming to mind right now. You like Herman Melville? What do you want to see me put up? Do you want children's books? I just got 10 brand new boxes of children's books. Hawthorne, Melville, Jack London. All right, let me write that down. Any Samuel Delany science fiction? I'm going to write it down and look for you. Izzy. Okay, I'll look for that. If I sold about 300 paperback science fictions to a dealer recently. Do you like DAW paperbacks? Do you like magazine science fiction stuff? Oh, come on, Missy Lou. Just buy some freaking children's books. I'll give you like a box of them. I have so many of them now. Are you sure you don't have kids, or you don't have grandkids, or you don't have cousins with kids? Trying to restore my old Goosebumps. Well, I do have Hide and Read. I do have a lot of Goosebumps books, but they're all ex-libraries. If that doesn't matter to you, I'll put them all up in a lot. They have just on the spine the ex-library mark, and if that doesn't matter to you, I'll put up the Goosebumps books. But if you want like fresh new ones, then I won't even bother with them. So you just let me know. No, thank you. Okay, so I'm not selling Missy Lou on the children's books, but what if it comes with the children? There's a lot of Smithville children out here that could really use a good home. All right, if the price reflects, yeah, I don't. I mean, it's up to you. You might win them all for $1 and pay shipping. So shipping on an allotment of like 20 Goosebumps books. I'm actually pretty good with doing weights in my head, but I think if it's like 15, maybe I'm not as good as I think. You might be just paying for the shipping, Hide and Read. So anyhow, but it looks like Missy Lou's pondering whether she wants a Smithville child. They'll come with medication. I'll supply the medication. We got to kind of purge the town a little bit. So anyways, okay, so I got that written down, and art, music, literature is looking for Hawthorne, Melville, Jack London, and Dostoevsky. All right, I'm going to see you want to see a Dostoevsky book I have, art, music? You give me 1 minute and check out this book that I got in. I've had it in the back for years. And I finally took it out. I've just put it on my desk here. You want to see a beautifully bound book? Oh, Sarah, yeah, you heard the dirt bike, right? Yeah, that's day in and day out. Revving dirt bikes into town. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, we had a dirt bike track in our hayfield. So, I kind of am like, at least the kids, at least you know where they are and they're having fun, right? But yeah, the dirt bikes go through here, quads, bikes. In the winter, it's sleds. Like it's fun. I don't know where the people get the money for half of these toys, but you know, whatever. They're going, where does he get the money for all these books? All right, look at this one, Crime and Punishment. I will not be running this, but this is Riviere binding. Look how beautiful that is, huh? And look at the inside is tooled. These are called dentrals, dentists. Smithville needs a dentist. All right, it's gorgeous, gold gilt pages. I'll take you to the inside title page here, but this is a beautiful book. There it is, London. And I would love to read Crime and Punishment. I know the premise of it all. Printed Great Britain by Bookprint Limited, Kingswood, Surrey, 1964. I found one listing up on this book, and if you guess the price, I'll ship it to you for free. It's a beautiful book, and I'm joking. You ain't getting this book, but that's a beautiful, beautiful book. Love the binding. So, all right. Let me see. There's two in our garage. What, children? That's a hard read. Couldn't read it again. Oh, I bet you could. Yes, here I do have erotica. Depends how nasty you want to get with it, but I actually, though, in my storage unit, it would probably have to be for the second show. I have a lot of paperback smut and erotica. And I know there's a guy on YouTube that follows me that wants it. So I could sell him some and maybe sell you some. And I do have an erotica book somewhere here. If you give me 1 minute, I could show it to you. And if you'd like me to put it up for auction, I would be willing to do it. Just give me 1 minute. I thought I had it right by me in this general area. It was like 100 years of erotica. But I believe a couple of the pages are separated from the binding. So, okay, give me 1 minute and I'll get something for you. Hold on. I'm being lazy. I don't want to leave my chair, but give me a minute. So I just see the erotica book. Okay. I could put up, I could put up, let me see here. I have smut from the past. You like magazines? I was making sure the guy's hog wasn't showing. All of us fellas make us real insecure. So these are like erotica kind of magazines here. I don't know if you would like those. Let me show you another one. This is called Bizarre. I don't know what can and can't be shown. I actually have a little Tijuana Bible as well. I don't mind putting that up. But all right. Well, I mean, my channel ain't made for kids, so we're all adults here. There you go. Is that the kind of stuff you want? And I got this erotica book here. Erotica is always such a hot, genre. Erotica and smut, very hot. All right, let's see. Here's 100 years erotica I have. It comes in a slip box. This is just what I have right now, Sierra. So let me just let me look through it first for anything. Paul Eratau, but I believe these first. Yep. So this first section here, though, is loose from the book. So I don't think I'd like to put this. I don't think I'd want to put it up because the first few pages are separated. But there's just the naked people doing their thing, you know. So I mean, there's a market for it. But did you like those magazines? Is that something? Yeah, that's really cool. I mostly like the coffee table books, though. If I get into my unit this week, I could try to pull out some coffee table books, but no promises for this upcoming auction. Um, but so then I won't put these up if you don't want them, because they sell fine in my shop. Oh, you do like the magazines? Okay, then guess what? I'm gonna put them up for you. So it's your special day. So Smut from the Past and Bizarre Classics, and I have they were called Tijuana Bibles, and I have a later reprint of one, from like the 30s Prohibition era, and they're like of cartoon characters, doing the deed, like Popeye and Mae West and stuff like that. I got an allotment of those in years ago, and they flew off the shelves. Like in the shop, people bought them so fast. I had like 60 of them, and they like all sold within the by the end of the week. They're all gone. So I have one left. So I could just add that to the pile, Sierra, for the heck of it. So you might like that. But anyhow, so I'll write that down right now too. Erotica and Smut from the Past. Okay. So we're getting there. So yeah, guys, I've been talking for an hour 40. You guys got anything better to do, or you want to keep chatting? Do you guys like any antiquarian books or anything? I could put them up as well. Do you like some Beat Generation stuff? I have some Jack Kerouac. I could a lot together. A handful of books. I just got this Ken Kesey book in. It's called Introduction by Arthur Miller, Kesey's Garage Sale, featuring 5 hot items. This kind of material is pretty popular today, so I could put some of this stuff together. And I'm sorry I can't put up there's certain books that I'm not going to put up for it until if I grow the whatnot a bit, then maybe I will start putting some other stuff up. But let's see. Did you put the Crime and Punishment yet? Yeah, Kent, you missed it. What were you doing? Picking your nose, boy? Here, I'll show you right here. Look at that beautiful binding, huh, Kent? Look at that. And I'm sorry I'm showing you guys again, but old Kent was on the throne or something. See these dentro? I don't have it priced yet, brother. I don't. But I just dug it out today in one of my cabinets. But there's that, Kent. And if you want, there's one copy listed currently. This is 1964, okay? So go ahead and look it up. I'll give you a chance to write it down. Can't get special treatment. Right there. It's Heinemann, London. So beautiful, beautiful binding. So I know Kent loves his bindings. So yeah, I don't know. My price to you, Kent, is family discount, okay? You should read The Idiot by... What are you trying to say? Yeah, I've heard of that. There's another one by Dostoevsky I'd like to read. But there's just so many books to read, and obviously so little time. So horror books. Well, I have Sarah. I have some paperback ones. I have some hardbacks, but a lot of my fiction is unsorted, and I'm horrified to go through it. There's just so much fiction that I have, but I'll write it down. No promises on that. Prince Mishkin is an awesome character. Oh, yeah. I'll take your word for it, Sarah, or Art Music. So, anyhow. All right. last business pitch, and then I have dishes to do, and I haven't eaten dinner yet. So unless if someone's coming over to cook for me, if you can guess what I'm eating tonight, I'll give you a $10 discount on your next purchase. All right, let me get to share this again. I'm going to share it one more time for anybody new to the chat. Get in now. Man, I can't. Hopefully, I don't have these technical difficulties during my my whatnot show. All right, let's see. Share show. 7 p.m. this Friday. You can even put some bids on stuff now if you want. Missy Lou, you're quick. You are quick. There it is. There it is. Sign up, folks. 15 free dollars. See you, Hyde and Reed. Have a good night, my friend. Yeah, Kent just texted me. He saw the asking price. Well, what do you want to pay me, Kent? Yeah, pizza's a safe bet. You're probably right. I'm kind of feeling chicken wings down at the Bulldrome. They make really good wings. And I hold the record for most tacos eaten at the Bulldrome. And if anybody wants to put their weight up, I'll pay for your tacos if you beat me. But guess how many tacos I ate in there in a sitting? And at the very, okay, I'll just tell you, it was 13. Now, it might not sound high to some of you folks out there, but we are in my little town of Green. And the last taco, oh, you're close, Sarah. Then can't, very close. Now, on the 13th taco, I held it up and I said, "This is for you, Mom." And I freaking, down it went. And I didn't get a standing ovation or anything. So I was a little bummed out. I should have got them for free after eating that many. Bradley, there must be a delay in the chat because people are like guessing these numbers as I'm telling you what it is. Okay, RFC, I hope you do. I'm holding you to it, my friend. I'm holding you to it. But those are good. Get wings or wangs. I'm eating wangs, baby. Medium, extra blue cheese. Hey, Amy Beth, I am still alive. Yeah, there's just a big delay in the chat. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. If you haven't signed up for my whatnot stream, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, I'm live, guys. I think there's a funny delay with the phone. And I can't quite figure that out. I'm just happy it's still on right now. But if you guys sign up for whatnot, they give you 15 free dollars this Friday at 7. You guys can put in the chat what you would like me to sell. So far, stuff that I'm going to add to it is Nathaniel Hawthorne books, Melvin, Jack London, maybe some Dostoevsky, erotica and smut. I wrote The Past. I don't know what that means. The pasta. Weird. All right, horror books, Sendak, sci-fi, Stephen King. That's what I'm going to add to the stream. So, Amy Beth, if you would like, everything starts at $1, and whatnot gives you 15 free bucks to play with. So, I mean, you could spend your money and get out of there too if you wanted to. So, oh, hello, Laura. What's up? All right, Sarah. I don't know if I trust it, but okay. I click the link on my phone. It just says block or report. You're kidding me. Of course, it's always something, right? I'm probably giving the wrong link the whole. I'm too young and innocent for a smut, but I'll sign it. Uh-oh, Amy Best corruptible. Okay, we'll have to do an adult show. All right, let me see here. Oh, the link worked for me. Yeah, it did. You guys are funny, man. I like chatting with you. I kind of have fun doing these things. You know, You're taking me away from my work a little bit, but that's okay. I won't hold it against you. But Sarah, if you don't sign up, I am gonna hold it against you. But anyhow, there is a link in the description of the video, guys. Kent looked, just to let you guys know, Kent looked up the price of this book. And let me see what he found. I can't do it through here. I don't know if I should tell you now. Probably none of you did look it up, which you don't. Why would you? You know, if you're not interested. But let's see what he found. If it's the same number that I found. Yeah, Raptus Rare Books has one up. Raptus is always a bit on the high side of pricing. Yep, $1,600. Yep. So I actually bought this book in an allotment. If I don't know if you're still with me, Kent, but this came from an author's book collection, and they were all being stored in a storage unit. And I remember that's where it came from. But this is sat in the back of my case for, I think, going on 3 or 4 years now. So you know what's kind of cool is a lot of book dealers, sometimes you can actually pick your own stock if you're short on listings and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty that was a nice little find for the day, huh? Nice little surprise. Howdy, David Stepp. Okay, Sarah. All right. We'll see. I'll be looking for you. All right. David Stepp, Ray Bradbury. I'll write it down. I think I have some of his publications in the science and fantasy magazines, and I'm going to put up a allotment of that. See who's interested, and if they sell, then the next show I'll put up a couple more. Or, as for any of you guys new coming into the chat, at the end of that show, when I'm done running my lots, if I have any energy left, guys can. Did the phone buzz out? You guys can tell me what you would like to see. I'll go around the shop and pick out stuff. So I think there was a little hiccup in the phone. But anyhow, let me see if I'm even still live right now. I can't tell. Yep. So I actually bought this book in an allotment. I don't know if you're still with me, Ken. Oh, Laura says I'm good. All right. Thanks, Laura. There must be a massive delay on my physical computer here. So hopefully I get all the bugs worked out before the show itself. Thanks, Amy Beth. I appreciate it. Because every time I re-upload the computer, I can't see the live chat on my phone, guys. That's why I go back and forth here. So sorry about that. I have no idea. It's the first time this has happened to me. So I have 8 minutes left before I'm going on 2 hours. And then I'm getting off here with you guys because I need to get my chicken wings. And we can see everything quickly. So no. Okay, good. Good, Laura. I'm glad to hear. And I said I was going out to Washington, this state, to visit you, and we're going to have some fun out there. So when I leave from Florida, I'm going to take a plane right out there and do a little bit of exploring and hiking in the mountains of Washington State. And I'm definitely going to have my eyes peeled for a Squatch. I think I got it centered in on where the hot spot is. So wish me luck. If I don't come back, it's how it goes. So at least I went out swinging. So anyhow, yeah, at the 2 hour mark, I'm out of here, guys. I'm done. So get in any questions or any book recommendations that you would like to buy, and I'll put up what I have. It'll either sell or it won't. Not a big deal. But to sign up, it's in the description of this video. So. Bigfoot, yeah, Missy Lou. Bob Drake isn't on the stream right now, but my last live stream, we couldn't figure out the title of the Bigfoot book, and I've been asked about it now multiple times, and I still can't find the title, but it was a white cover with a Bigfoot looking this way, and sells for like $1,000. Do you have any cryptozoology books? Not at the moment, Andrew, I don't. Well, I have it's a very kind of spacey one on Neanderthals and UFOs, but I might have sold that already, so that might not exist anymore. If I have it, I can put it up. I think it's people that communicate telepathically with them or something. Uh, you want to hear a joke? So, like when I was younger, I was watching some UFO, show or whatever, and my uncle goes, Philip, you know what they call UFO people or ufologists or whatever? I go, what, Uncle Ray? He goes, unemployed. I never forgot that. I always thought that was a funny thing. So anyhow, so weird. I talk to a screen and look at a chat for a response, and nobody thought it was funny. The heck would you? I thought it was funny. All right. All right. I got 5 minutes left to countdown. You want to hear another joke? All right. I heard this from a movie. Oh, there is a delay. Okay, I see, Amy Beth. um, Actually, okay, I can't tell some jokes I really would like to tell because they're colorful. But the first live stream I did, and I don't think any of you watched that, but when I had a reopening party, I was running a live stream and it kept cutting out. And then we got it working. And so my buddies are playing music and doing their thing. And this is why I don't drink during an opening anymore because I can't shut my mouth and a lot of people can't. So, and I don't really drink that much anymore, anyways. I really don't. For those who think I'm boozing heavy, I don't. Except on the weekend. No, I'm joking. All right. But so I had the video camera running and everybody was telling like racial jokes and they were so funny. But they were pretty crude and so one of my buddies was watching it and he was like, you had better delete that right now or you're going to lose all your following. And one of the guys who was telling the jokes worked for the state and he was freaking over it. I said, nope, I'm not deleting it. Freedom of speech. So we messed with him the whole night. He thought he was going to lose his job. He didn't lose his job, but it was all in fun. I mean, when we were younger and stuff, it was like even in the shop, like it's fun to hack on each other. And hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, then maybe there's something wrong with you. That's the way I see it. So we just all have a lot of fun here, and it's good. It's good humor most of the time. So anyhow. I'm not going to say any of the other jokes. So probably not the most tasteful thing, but anyhow, all right, guys. It looks like we're going to be closing out of here soon. I got my list of books, and I'm going to go hunt them down for you guys. And I appreciate y'all joining me for this chat. So it's been wonderful, and I can't believe I talked for 2 hours without a sip of water. So that's a feat in itself. That's enough to say, come to the live auction. I put in my time. Have a good night, Laura. Thank you. Ms. Lulu, thanks for the live stream. See y'all Friday. Go get your chicken wings. I will, Missy Lulu. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you soon on Friday. 2 minutes left. Anybody got something to say? Time for beer and wings. You got it, RFC. You got it. So long. Have a good night. Maybe we'll see you Friday, okay? This is the part where everybody said good night to me and wishing me well. Guys, that's it. I'm closing out. It's been wonderful as always. I'll see you on my Whatnot show. Things in the description. Sounds good, Amy Beth. Sounds good. Wonderful to hear from you, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. I'll see you later. See you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for joining me.